What's up? This is Cooking Continued with Ben. I'm Ben, and today we're going to continue cooking. Let's get into it. So if you saw my last video, I made some mushroom soup, which I had way too much, so I threw this part in the freezer, save it for a rainy day. Ironically, today is a rainy day, but I don't want to eat mushroom soup today. But I used a bunch of mushrooms, I used some scallions, and I made a little sandwich with some cheese and salami. So I've got some leftover stuff, and today I'm going to make a sort of makeshift open-faced breakfast sandwich out of all this stuff. So I only have a little bit of bread left. I want to have a sandwich for work later, so I'm saving 2 pieces. I'll make a little sandwich. I'm just going to throw this one in the toaster so it's ready to go when I'm ready for it. All right, so I'm going to start with my salami here. And basically what I want to do is render out the salami in a pan. I'm gonna roll it up and just give it a rough chop. Something like that. Give it one more chop through the middle. That should work. Pop this in a pan here. It's probably too much salami, but hey, I'm hungry. Come here. All right. Don't throw that on medium heat just to get her going there. Need a towel. All right. So while that is kind of heating up and the fat from that salami will render out a little bit, we'll prep our other stuff. This is going to be pretty simple. Got some eggs and spices and scallions. These scallions, you can see clearly, are very much on their last leg. Most of it's unusable. Just like kind of slimy, gross pieces. But what we can use, we will. Let's see. All right. This one looks all right. Just peeling off, discarding the unusable bits. All right, cool. I only need 2 for this. This I'll take off the bad parts. And I did start a freezer bag with little vegetable scraps that I'll use to make vegetable stock eventually. Get that out. Oh, where'd you go, bud? Where are you? Ah, there you are. So I mentioned this in my last video, but I hadn't actually showed you yet. But gallon freezer bag, I've got some scallion scraps in there. I'll throw these in there when I'm finished here. And once I got a full bag, I'll make some vegetable stock. All right. Just cutting the ends off of these. And I'm gonna use the whites to saute down with the salami in there. So we'll cut those into little pieces. That salami's smelling good. So these will go in there in just a bit. And the greens I'll use for garnish at the end. And I'll just use a little bit of this. The rest of this I'll throw to my stock bag. Bad bit there. And we'll slice these thin too. Just a little fresh garnish for our sandwich at the end. Pardon me, got a little bit of a cough going today. All right. Keep my toast going. I'm gonna turn this heat up a little bit. Let's see, this guy. So I don't know if you can really see that, but there's a little bit of fat rendering out of this. I'm gonna turn it up more. I'm feeling impatient today. Got work in a couple hours, wanna get this done here. All right, that's done there. Throw this back over here. What are we doing right now? I'll get my eggs ready to go. Cool, so I got 2 eggs here. Bash. Bash. And I need a fork. Fork me. Sweet. Just whisk those up in there. And I'm going to season that with some of this Ajika seasoning from Trader Joe's. It's a Georgian spice blend. Super garlicky, kind of a deep aromatic flavor. And a little bit of garlic flavor in there as well. I want a little more garlic, so I'm adding straight up garlic powder as well. I season my eggs pretty heavily because I like them that way. You do what you want to do. And I'm gonna be adding cheese to this, and the salami is really salty too, so I'm not gonna season these with salt at all right now. One thing I do that's kind of weird, I haven't really seen many people do, is put a little splash of water. Just a little tiny bit. I'm gonna throw these in the pan on really high heat. I think it's like French style eggs have like really small curds, and you cook them really low and keep them like pretty raw. Those are fine. Like I don't mind those or anything. If I got them at a restaurant, I wouldn't complain. But I like mine, I guess it's more of an American style. I like to go high heat, cook them for literally just like 30 seconds to a minute, and get like larger, sort of foldy curves. I don't know, a little more airy. I like my eggs like that, so that's how I'm gonna do them. All right, is this pan working? It's not even on. All right, we're switching burners. That burner's weird. I'm in my new apartment and there's some funky stuff that goes on here. Well, that's kind of working now. Okay, now it feels like it's working. All right, I'm gonna cut this off for a sec while that's heating up. I'll come back and we'll finish up here. See you in a sec. Welcome back. We are ready to go. The burner's working, yay. So you can see here now, we're sizzling. Some of the fat has rendered out of my salami here. And I was gonna add some olive oil to this, but this is probably enough fat for what we need. So I'm gonna throw in my scallion whites. Let those go for just a minute or so, soften up. All right, looking nice, smelling nice. Yeah, buddy. I love a breakfast sandwich. Sauteed salami smells really, really good. If you didn't know. I'm just gonna let that hang out for a sec. So meanwhile, my toast is ready to go. Throw that onto my plate. My plate that's way too big for my breakfast sandwich. Hey, that's all right. I'll have plenty of space for eating. You know, be too stressed otherwise. Get all my accoutrements ready to go. I'm gonna throw some cheese on there too. All right. So at this point, my scallion whites are cooked enough. Salami's crisped up a little bit, ready to go. I'm gonna ramp my heat to sort of medium-high here. And this is what I was talking about with my eggs, how I like to do them. So once this is kind of almost uncomfortably hot looking, I'm gonna drop my eggs in there. And they should sort of like almost souffle up a little bit, kind of situation. You'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see. Let's see. Yum, yum. I'll heat up a little bit more. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. Check out my other toast for my sandwich I'm gonna make for work. That's looking good. That's not part of this video. Just making a little sandwich for myself later. All right, we're going mega high heat. Uncomfortably hot. We there yet? Not yet. We'll hang out. How are you guys doing? My place is an absolute travesty. They're finishing my doors. So they took out this big window that was here. They put in these French doors is what they're calling them. They're not French though. There's not two doors that open. There's only one. So that's kind of a bummer, but oh well. So they did that, and now I'm waiting for them to finish painting and everything. And at that point, I can finally like organize this place how I want and get rid of this corner of disastrous measures over here. So that'll be really nice. Hopefully the next couple of days there. I feel like my burner stopped working again. That's definitely what happened. Maybe my burner freaks out if I go past like medium-high heat. Is that what's going on? It's pretty hot there. I'm gonna edit this down. Alright, I'll be right back. Sweet, this burner works. It's hot. You can hear it. You can see the sizzling. And we are ready to go. So I'm gonna drop my eggs in, and they should sizzle pretty violently here, hopefully. Nice. And you can see on here, the outsides have already pretty much set, as they make contact with that hot pan. I'm gonna let this hang out still on this really high heat. The temperature in the pan has dropped down now since I added the semi-coldish eggs. So just gonna let that hang for a sec. 30 seconds to a minute. I'm gonna mix them one time, just one time. Kind of making a little omelet here almost. And then we'll drop our cheese on, cover it up, let it melt, and put it on top of our bread at the end here. Let's see. I'll go ahead and give this a quick mix. All right, flatten that back out. And you can see we have like big sort of wavy curds here. And that's what I like. So I'm gonna drop my heat back down to like medium low. Don't want those eggs to like totally overcook on me. They might be a little overdone, but that's all right. Cheese is going on. Yeah. All right, we'll cover and let that hang out for another minute or so. We'll be right back. We're back. My cheese is melty. Yum, yum. Oh, that looks good. All right, we're ready to plate it up. So release the edges here. Pop that right on top of my bread. Fits perfectly, as you can see. All right, now to finish this off, what order do I want to go in here? We're gonna go with a little bit of sriracha. Ayo, sriracha explosion. I'm running out and there's a shortage. Oh no. Oh yeah, that looks great. A little bit of that Ajika seasoning. I just like the way that it looks on top. And it tastes good. And we'll add our scallion on top. All right. I was watching a Kenji video yesterday, and he's talking about how plating does matter. It fools our brain into making things taste better. I gotta work on that. Because I know this is gonna taste absurdly great. Looks a little wild though, doesn't it? All right, let's take a look here. Can we see? There's my open-faced breakfast sandwich. We got eggs, Munster cheese, scallion cooked down, some Ajika seasoning, so it's gonna be garlicky, real savory tasting. Yeah. Let's give it a try. That salami's kind of crisped up. Looks nice. Fork! Probably need a knife, but I don't feel like doing that. Come back. Melty cheese. Yum. A little bit of bread. That's really good. So those eggs kind of just set. They're still nice and tender and fluffy, juicy. Definitely did not need to add any salt to the eggs. That salami's doing it just fine. Bread's pretty salty too. And yeah, this is great. It'll keep me going through my work day today. All right. That's been Cooking Continued with Ben. I'm Ben. Today I continue cooking. Catch me next time where I'll make something else out of the stuff that I have around. Thanks for joining. Peace.